A fish rots from the head down, but it is not only the fish that rots from the head. Nepal's political system has also been uh, showing the symptoms of a rotten fish. In fact, it has been quite some time since the system started rotting. You have every right to not believe me. You have every right to defend this system, this political system introduced in the country as a result of great sacrifices from the people like you and me. But the fact is, at least, that the system is not in the pink of its health. It's on sick bed, in fact. And who are to blame? The people, of course, are to blame because they have never, Nepal's voters, Nepal's laity has never bothered to hold the political leadership, the bureaucracy to account. And it has given these elements every authority to ride roughshod on civil liberties, on democracy, on human rights, and it has given these people the license of sorts to rule with impunity, to even get away with murder. By and large, Nepal's public considers the leaders as some sort of divine figures destined to rule them and the country. It just sees in every small time political leader the avatar of, like, the manifestation of some deity. This has been going on since the times of royalty. So, like, these people, these people that come to power after each wave of political change. Such changes happen in Nepal in a space of a decade or so. So these demigods or gods come to power and the people hero worship them. They find no fault in them. That is why these people trample on the aspirations of the country, our country and the people, and they take themselves as the divine rulers of some sorts. They take it as their sovereign right to rule the country uh, till the cows come home. That kind of tendency is there. Not only that, their princelings, their princes and princesses also seek to rule the country regardless of what traits they have, regardless of this utter lack of merit. A series of scandals and mega scandals have rocked the country literally of late. The suspected involvement of Nepal's top political brass, Nepal's bureaucratic elite, and Nepal's uh, a section of a section of the business community in these scandals is not helping. As part of this probe, as part of ongoing probes and investigation, the prosecution process, Police have brought a number of people under their purview, but there is this feeling which is like getting deeper and deeper that the Nepali state has let the political elite, the bureaucratic elite go scot free while just bringing some small fry on the scanner. That feeling is getting stronger and stronger. Against this backdrop, a group of civil society leaders, a group of human rights activists have spoken up. It's what they had to say. That group has written to Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal expressing concern over wrong turns, over waylaying of ongoing investigations into scandals and mega scandals. In a joint letter to Prime Minister Dahal, Nilambar Acharya, Surya Nath Upadhyaya, Surya Prasad Shrestha, Sushil, Pyakurel, and Kanak Dixit have noted that investigations into the Bhutanese refugee scam, Lalita Niwas scam, and the 60 kg gold smuggling case that occurred on July 19, and the process initiated to prosecute the guilty initially offered faint hope to the people. About this faint hope, they elaborate further. The proofs brought to light the involvement of political brass in the infamous cases that have dented Nepal's image. The letter reads, but recent days have seen the probe and the prosecution process go astray, and this has left us very much worried. In fact, it's not only a couple of uh, human rights activists and civil society leaders getting worried. The laity, the citizenry, has is worried more and more because of these negative developments. The rights activists further noted that such scams and mega scams could not have taken place without a go ahead from influential people and those holding positions of power. At this point, let me read out a maxim this was laid down by Lord Hewart, the then Chief Justice of England, in the case of Rex versus Sussex Justices in 1924. It states, justice must not only be done, but must also be seen to be done. That speaks for itself. In these cases, there is this sinking feeling, this gripping feeling in Nepal that justice was not delivered in full, at least, I would say. Though this probe and prosecution process is still underway, initially, this process had offered hope that justice will be done, that the big fish will also be brought under the net, under the police net for further investigations. But this has not happened. The letter reads, the probe and the prosecution process had offered a ray of hope, but fears that even this faint hope may die out has compelled us to write this letter. Furthermore, the activists have painted an alarming picture of this culture of impunity uh, getting stronger and stronger in the country. They have pointed out at the emergence of a class that disregards the law and that is above the law of the land. It is impossible indeed to strengthen national independence, ensure national development and justice by shielding criminality. The letter reads, at present, efforts are underway to introduce laws that offer amnesty in criminal cases. The proposal to offer impunity in crimes committed for political causes will turn our society into a center of impunity. Amnesty granted in the Tikapur incident is a result of this kind of politics. Indeed, of late, there is a tendency among the Troika, that is the Nepali Congress leadership, the CPN Mao Center leadership, and the CPN UML leadership to act as the judge, the jury, and the executioner. Whatever crimes their near and dear ones may have committed, they act as the judge. These people, they are the very powerful people of this country. They are like, they have emerged as some sort of a troika, a powerful troika, a triad, if you will, very powerful triad, some sort of a mafia gang that is above the law, and that leaves no stone unturned to grant, like to let its near and dear ones go scot free. The group of rights activists may also have been pointing at this tendency of Nepal's triad that seems to be quite above the law, that has utter disregard for the rule of law, good governance, corruption control, etc. In the case of Nepal, getting away with murder seems to be an understatement, for Nepal's political and bureaucratic elite can get away with so much more thanks to this uh, thriving culture of impunity. This should stop once and for this should stop once and for all if the country and the people are to see better days. If the country is not to get mired in another wave of instability, another wave, another cycle of violence, if the country is to emerge from this dark tunnels, if the country is to head toward light from this never from what seems to be a never ending tunnel of darkness, for this the government has to wake up from its slumber. The onus is on the people themselves to make sure that the government wakes up, uh, gets its acts together and delivers to the people good governance, democracy, human rights, and a corruption-free society. With this remark, I wrap up this edition of Soft Talk. I request you to subscribe to this channel, boost our efforts to promote citizen journalism, comment on our presentation with a bit of decency, subscribe to this channel and press that like button if it touches your hearts and minds. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.